What's up? What's up?
What's up?
It's gonna be number 2. So yeah, got some. Well, I didn't expect anyone to watch it, to be honest. It was just for like me and Anish, pretty much, like doing something, and people watched it. Got some good feedback from some people, and yeah, I feel like this is gonna be a thing that I continue to do. Anish, see Anish. Now it's just me. Maybe I talk to other people as well. I mean, this is not just limited to my best friend, but it can be others as well.
Oh,
We aren't a couple. We aren't a couple.
I'm his
Okay.
best friend.
Shut the fuck up. We aren't a couple because some people might think we're a couple. Anisha's a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm single.
Didn't I mention it in the last podcast that I?
Oh yeah, jokes. He's not peeing. He's just.
Gotta have my water, yo. Stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Always. Water's the best.
Water's for the. Yeah, water is fucking good.
So.
Yeah.
Anyways, the news. Okay, so we're recording this on Thursday, 15th of March, and sadly, yesterday, Stephen Hawking passed away. Unfortunately, I don't actually know too much about him. Do you know much about him?
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
Well, he's like the smartest guy in the world. He was.
He
Like,
was.
that's how I fucking thought about it.
Yeah.
Ever since I was in school, like, who's the smartest guy in the world? Stephen Hawking. Like, that's just the answer. And no one really knew what he did, but everyone knew he was in a wheelchair, and he was like
He had ASL.
paralyzed, paralysis, paraplegic,
Yeah.
something, you know. And as kids, we were like, so that's how he got that's how he got so smart, because his body shut down, so his brain grew like 10 times more.
Actually, that wasn't the case, though. He was just smart.
Yeah, I know, he was just smart.
Yeah.
But like, being young, like, that's what you think happens, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, superheroes, like, a part of their, like, something happens to them that they get blind. Like Daredevil.
Daredevil, yeah.
You know?
And yeah, actually, yeah, I actually thought it was his weakness that he was paralyzed. Yeah, but he had ALS. And do you remember the ice bucket challenge? That was for ALS.
Oh, so he had ALS.
He had ALS, yeah.
Damn. He's sort of like the guy of X-Men. What's his name? Professor X.
Yeah, Professor Xavier.
Yeah.
But he's a good guy. He actually, I remember there's a movie about him.
About who?
Stephen Hawking's. But
There's a movie. So is it a documentary?
No. It's like about his life, like a short film. Well, not a short film. It's like
A
an hour and a
biographical film?
half. Sort of. It's like when you make a movie about someone else, like how Will Smith did that movie with the door-to-door salesman.
Oh,
and
yeah?
Yeah. How he was doing a film about someone else. Do you remember that?
Oh,
movie?
yeah.
It's the same movie. It's got that actor that plays in what's it called? In the new Harry Potter films, the Fantastic.
That dude.
Yeah,
So
that
he
dude.
He plays him.
He plays Stephen.
And how old is this movie?
Let me just get. The Theory of Everything.
Oh, I've heard about this movie before. The Theory of Everything.
Yeah.
That was a biopic. That's what it's called, apparently. Biopic.
Biopic.
Like the kind of movie that it is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right. Okay, cool. That's something for me to watch and
For you guys as well, because it is actually a good movie to see how it all started and what he was going through at the time.
I guess if you are still like how I was, like, you know, like, or maybe I still am that way. That like I didn't really pay much attention to why he was so well known and you know, and just like the face of like cosmology and like science and stuff like that, because it kind of is like the most famous guy in like science, pretty much.
Yeah.
Who was alive.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's up there with Neil deGrasse.
Yeah,
Tyson.
Neil Tyson.
And Neil. No, wait, what's his name?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
And the other one, the science guy.
Well, there's Lawrence Krauss, there's Richard Dawkins, there's Sam Harris, who's not really a scientist.
The one that has a TV show.
Bill Nye is an engineer.
Yeah, he's a scientist. Engineers are scientists? No, they're not. They're not.
But he names himself Bill Nye the Science Guy, but he's a fucking engineer.
Well,
Nah,
okay.
well, he's still
He's still.
he's still
Yeah, he's not a scientist.
dude
He's an engineer.
in the field. But yeah, Stephen Hawking, and you know what? He had to die on my fucking birthday.
Hey man, at least it was Pi Day, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Pi Day?
Well, Pi Day is when it's March 14th.
314.
3.14 159 etc etc. I don't know the rest. That's all I know. It's pretty shitty for someone who's born on Pi Day.
On Pi Day, yeah. So what you get up to on your birthday?
Oh, bro, just bit of a self-reflection time. That was pretty good. I went for a hike. I like going for hikes, as you know. Some other people do know as well. Fucking love my walks and stuff. Did some yoga and stuff as well. I feel like that's a good way to meditate and breathe and practice your breathing and just like be mindful about like what's going on, and what better day to do that sort of stuff is on your birthday. Otherwise, I went to dinner with my family, just my mum, dad, and my brother, and we went to like a local restaurant in Newtown. It's called Beijing, the Beijing. I've never been there before, but it's always packed. It's always like full, and it's in Newtown. It's like it's been there for like 20 odd something years, and like it's just like the most, probably like the best or the most famous, well-known restaurant. It's the classiest restaurant in Newtown.
In Newtown.
In Newtown.
In Newtown.
Yeah.
Man, Newtown's full of surprises, isn't it?
I know, but like we've never been there, and it was just a good day to go. You know, just to see how it is. I mean, it's pretty. The food was gangster, yo.
Yeah.
I had like a spicy lamb clay pot, and I used chopsticks.
How many times did you drop everything?
Less than 10.
Less than 10. Oh, okay.
I'm pretty good with chopsticks. Pretty good with chopsticks. That's something that my because I sort of like, what do you call it, like what's the word when you dare someone to eat with chopsticks? Yeah, because they ordered fried rice, so you can't really eat rice with chopsticks unless the rice like really sticky.
Yeah, sticky rice. Yeah,
but it wasn't sticky rice, so like I sort of like dared them to eat like with chopsticks, but then they sort of like poked around with it, and I was like, fuck it, where's the fork at?
Oh, your parents, man.
Yeah,
that's great.
Otherwise, today though, I went to Adrenaline Forest. We couldn't book it yesterday, but I wanted to do it yesterday anyway because it was my real birthday.
Yeah.
No, but we did it today, me and Dill. And yeah, I haven't been before, so it was like a new experience and stuff, and it was good. It was like an adult playground, you know, and you like just go through the different obstacles, and yeah, and it's good and it's safe, so nothing to be scared about if anyone wants to go. And it wasn't really that scary. It was mainly like you just need mental toughness, and you need like I think mental toughness is the main thing that they definitely need to get through every obstacle. But like the physical fatigue on some of the obstacles can get to that point where like you start to doubt yourself, and that's the point where I never reached that point, and I went to level 4. There's 6 levels altogether.
Yeah.
And I went to level 4, and I never got to that point where I was telling myself that I couldn't do it. So that means that I can go back and then like
get up to level 6
and then try and do more.
Why'd you stop?
Because it was like already our time was up.
Oh, you have a specific time.
Yeah, because there's people who come in and go, so we had to book it for a certain time.
Yeah.
So that the course is not like full with people on like some times, and you know, space it out and stuff.
Oh, okay. So you actually have to do it on a certain time. So that's where the physical stuff gets in, because you have to.
But it's not a race though. I don't think so.
Oh mate, a lot of people would make it out to be a race.
Of course, people, but like it's not. I mean.
Oh, what? Yeah.
It's not like it's slow and steady wins the race for this one, I reckon. Like you have to take your time. You can't just rush through it, because otherwise your body will get fatigued like real quickly. You need to stop at the different rest places and just have a chill. If you're with someone, then it's even better. You can like wait for them, or they can wait for you, or whatever, and it's good. If you want to go alone and do it yourself, then that's good too. But yeah, it was real fun, and I really like. I'm not being sponsored by them or
But
anything,
yeah, you
but I
just,
hope I am sponsored by someone one day. But like,
we need a new camera.
yeah, give us some money, people.
Yeah, just. How long was the allocated time?
Well, on the website and stuff, it says 3 hours, but I think we went for like maybe. Well, the training or the safety bit at the start was like maybe 20 minutes or something, and then so maybe like 3.5 hours we did, or three and a little bit, so just over 3 hours. So that's
Okay,
another
so
set time.
3 hours set time.
Yeah, but it was fun, man. I had a really good time, and I really want to go back and learn and do some of the harder levels and stuff. Maybe when I get a little bit more like tank and like strong and stuff. But that will come in time. But yeah, really recommend it though. Really recommend it.
Yeah, take me next time.
Sweet, we'll go as
I've never gone.
sweet. We'll go next time and we'll do it. Are you mentally tough? We'll find out.
We'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out.
Fucking find out. Yeah, so one thing that I noticed though, and this might interest you as well, Anish, is that like they had a sign there where which said, "We have helmets available. Please ask us if you want to wear one," right?
Right. Yeah.
Or like if you want to borrow one.
Yeah.
And even though there's like a harness and everything, it's strapped in, you can't really bump your head or anything because there's only trees and stuff. I mean, the only time that you could possibly bump your head is the flying fox, and like it's like it goes fast sometimes, and like it might slam into the next padding thing at the end. That's the only time they could possibly hurt your head.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like for some reason, if the carabiners don't work, and somehow it slips off, and somehow you don't clip the other one on, and somehow you fall, then you'd probably need a helmet. Would be a good thing to have on your head. But like it reminds me of what you were speaking about the other day about like the whole like bikes and helmets and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. So New Zealand has a law where you have to be wearing a helmet when you're riding your bike on the streets. I think it's specifically on the streets. So if you're on the field, like just biking there, I think it's fine. I'm not really too sure. But people who bike on the streets, on the roads, petitioning and setting up a protest to get rid of that fine. Now, in my opinion, I think we should keep that fine.
So we should all be required to wear helmets.
We should all be required to helmets. What they want is people can choose whether to wear a helmet or not wear a helmet. The problem is like and they say because this law was like started like 25 years ago, right? Because back then it was the roads were mainly built for cars. Now we have roads where we have cycle lanes now.
Sure, yeah, that's a whole nother issue as well. Well, the same issue pretty much, but it ties in, right?
Yeah, it ties in. So we now have cycle lanes where it's a lot safer to ride a bike without a helmet. But why would you want to risk it?
That's a good argument. So it's safer for cyclists to not wear helmets.
No. It's
Wait, what?
It's safer to ride a bike now than it was 25 years ago because of our cycle lanes, because we're being more proactive about less carbon emissions and
And that's why the helmet law was the fine was brought in anyway.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Hachu.
which I think like we have that fine to make sure that people wear their helmets, because we don't want to see like people die or become paralyzed or
just get injured, right?
Just get injured because they weren't wearing a helmet. I mean, in the article and the stuff, because I saw this in the stuff website. Usually they get things great, but this was one of the really good topics that they put out. They were saying that the helmets only helped with limited number of cases, right? So not all cases that had accidents could have been prevented with a helmet.
But how would they like measure that, or how would they say that? Because you can't like you can't have a helmet or not. Well, maybe it's a because each case is going to be like different.
Oh no no. So I guess they were thinking like they were only injured in the leg, not on the head. The helmet was never scathed or anything like was never scratched or
Okay.
anything. So if the helmet had no markings on it from
Yeah.
the accident, then the helmet was not needed. That's what they're saying.
This I think that's a dumb argument, eh?
It's really dumb because it's like okay, yes, we build cycleways, we build like amazing like safety precautions for cyclists. Let's say we did that. Are you still not fearful for the mistake? Like we could make cars like amazingly well on the road.
Yeah.
But
You'll still wear a fucking seatbelt,
you'll
right?
still wear a seatbelt.
Yeah.
Let's say okay, because I know a lot of people are gonna judge me on this, but I trust
Judge away.
self-driving cars more than I trust humans driving.
Well, you haven't been in a self-driving car, have you?
No, no,
So how can you trust them without experiencing them, though?
because you can just see. Because they're computers, they're smart, okay? They're fast and smart, and they I've seen a lot of videos, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'd rather have a self-driving car than me driving, because
fine. You're optimistic about
Yeah.
about it.
and there's like a little not a diagram, like a little GIF of like self-driving cars, like
Yeah.
just like picture form, like colored and animation of of how cars would interact.
Wasn't that your degree, Anish?
Of cars interacting each other at an intersection. They
Yeah.
won't need a traffic light because all the cars will be talking to each other like humans do when they
Signal and shit.
yeah, the signal and shit, or like when humans are walking on the streets and they see someone coming, you sort of give each other a signal to go, okay, I'm gonna go this way, and you're gonna
Yeah.
go this way. Most of the time it does muck up and you end up walking the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but cars won't need to do that because
When they get that smart.
Yeah, they'll be a lot smarter. They'll just talk to the other car. Hey, I'm gonna turn right here. What are you gonna do? And the car will respond, and they'll be like, okay, sweet, we can slow down to the right timing and then turn and yada yada yada,
Do that.
and there won't be any congestion as well.
Fuck. Because I know that Elon Musk is trying to do something similar to that. It's like the Boring Company or the Boring Holes. You know about that, eh? About the what?
Boring Company made flamethrowers.
Fine, yeah. But like what they were originally wanting to make is to dig holes underground and like have cars like speed through them, but on like what do you call it? Like a cart, you know? Like car goes into a car, like not drops into it, but like somehow gets into it. It probably drops from like the top, comes to the car, and the car will just wheel you, and you just sit there and just like chill.
But then, would you not wear a seatbelt in those?
Would you take your seatbelt off?
Yeah, would you take your seatbelt off like if it was a train? Because in a train, you don't need to wear a
because
seatbelt.
trains don't need to wear seatbelts, so that functions like a private train. What your car becomes the train, or like part of the train car, and you just ride along. So
You won't need a seatbelt, right?
you won't need a seatbelt if you trust the whole situation. But because it's a car, would you still keep one on?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't know, because it sort of acts like a train where there's always going to be someone who's overlooking, but you can never always trust that thing that's always overlooking the trains, as well as the cars. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't fully trust it. But even so, like you still won't be able to fully trust it. So you wear a seatbelt. So, in a situation where the bikes are all like fully safe and everything, you don't need a helmet anymore. Are you going to risk it?
That's the thing, because like you can live without a leg, you can live in a wheelchair. I mean, you like with all the technology and stuff that's going on today, you can pretty much still live a decent life without a pair of legs. Can I say that? Do I believe that? I do believe that.
Yeah,
I mean, Stephen Hawking, the smartest guy in the world, is in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
My old boss at ANZ,
Yeah.
he was also in a wheelchair. Well, he wasn't in a wheelchair all the time, but his mobility was limited because most of his time was in a wheelchair.
And Paralympics, I mean, they're better than most humans.
Yeah,
in
they're probably
sports.
better than fucking us. Put together.
Yeah, we are. They are. They are completely
Totally.
better than
So
us.
like, I don't think. But back in the fucking days, like,
Yeah.
if you couldn't walk, then like your life was fucked, mate. Like, you can't eat. People, your tribe would leave you. Like,
But why would you risk it?
but yeah. So why would you like, if you got an accident and
Mm.
stuff? There's a risk of everything, like you dying, right?
Yeah.
If only like your leg, get hurt, then you'll still be able to like function fine and stuff like that.
Mm.
The one thing that you want to always protect though is your head, man. Like, why wouldn't you wear a helmet if you're exposed like that? Look at motorcyclists.
Yeah, they have.
They always special like
gear,
gear
like,
and like
but their helmets are like proper.
proper it will
helmets.
like there would be an uproar if there was like, okay, motorcyclists can choose to not, or
wear a helmet or not. Yeah.
I mean,
And then what happens when there's a car accident or even just a cyclist accident where two cyclists bump into each other and they're both not wearing a helmet? Like, what happens then? What happens to their head?
cyclists bumping into each other?
Yeah, that can happen.
What?
Yeah, like cyclists like riding next to each other and they accidentally, one loses balance or whatever, or another one's coming this way and one's going that way and they bump into each other. Like, whatever, like Murphy's Law. If it sounds reasonable, like it's happened, it can happen, or it's happening right now. Like,
Is that what Murphy's Law is?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I don't know. Anish didn't
maybe
do
I'm-
law.
Shut. It's not legal. No.
I know, I'm making a joke, but it's fucking dry. Shit. Fuck.
But yeah, like you end up in an accident, you're going to let go of the handles and you're going to want to protect your head. If you have a helmet, you don't need to worry about that too much. you
Yeah,
know?
I think we should be required to wear helmets if you want to be a cyclist.
If you want to be a cyclist.
Straight up.
Hell, even being on a skateboard and you're going down the street, like wear a helmet.
Yeah. I mean, because like there's another thing that kids also look up to, and that becomes part of the culture, right?
Yeah.
We tell kids to wear like their PPE, personal protective equipment.
Whoa, didn't even know that.
It's alright. It's a work jargon term.
Oh, okay.
Personal protection,
Yeah.
Helmet. You wear some sort of like gloves and. I used to go rollerblading and shit in my street and stuff. Always helmet, the wrist gear, like the kneecaps, like the elbows, like everything.
Yeah, really.
So I can't get hurt.
Yeah.
But I got hurt. But if I don't have those on,
Would've
I'd
been
be even
worse.
more hurt.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, cyclists. I mean, why don't they want to wear helmets? That's another thing. Like, why is that? Because it doesn't look cool, or
It's not comfortable.
it's not comfortable. But
Just get a better helmet. Like, okay, maybe you're short on money. Your budget's not allowing you to buy another helmet, but you're so short on money that you can't take a bus or whatever. So you want to cycle. So one of the arguments that they had on stuff was that it'll what was it called? Depress people from wanting to cycle.
What would depress people from wanting to cycle?
Wearing a helmet.
So
Like you're going to buy a bike, buy a helmet with it. It's like
it comes together.
It comes together. It's like a
The
car
package.
as well. Like you buy a car, you're
You
gonna have
don't
to
you don't
pay
buy the seatbelts like as an extra feature.
No, but you pay for WAF and you pay for
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the safety gears and stuff.
WAF and registration.
Oh, jokes. I thought you were talking about paying for seatbelts.
No, but like if you buy a car, that's what you have to pay for.
Yeah. To
Right?
be able to ride on the road.
To be able to ride on the road. Same goes with bikes. Just it's it's collabed.
It's a package deal.
Yeah, it's a package deal.
Comes together.
Comes together.
Totally, I
just
fucking
wear a
agree.
helmet.
I so agree. And it's like, that's a personal choice. Obviously, it's like it's a private choice with your money to buy a helmet. But if you get in an accident
And you weren't wearing a helmet.
and you weren't wearing a helmet, that's more money that will be spent by the government for like health and stuff.
Yeah, to help you get back onto your feet.
Right. So why not pay that small bit of insurance in the form of a helmet to protect yourself and the rest of New Zealand
Yeah.
You know,
And
like it's just
because okay, we get it. Cyclists, like, okay, you guys can be like the best cyclists in the world, but they've got, like you said, like they're gonna be kids that look up to you. But there are dumb people in the world. It's true, right?
yeah.
One of my mates, he's a dumbass. Like he was coming.
Is it me you're talking
No,
about?
no, it's not you. He got into an accident with his bike.
Fuck.
Yeah. So he was coming back from his house back to school, and he was riding the bike because he's running a little bit late, right?
Mm.
And it seems like, I think he crossed the road and a taxi hit him. He was wearing a helmet.
Ooh.
I think it was one of his legs was like full on broken, so he was in a cast for ages.
Shit.
But his helmet split open, but his head was fine.
His helmet split open.
His helmet split,
and his head was fine.
His head was fine. He
Holy
had
shit.
like amnesia for like
Yeah,
not
the short.
Yeah, like, so
Yeah.
he doesn't remember
Yeah.
remember the accident at all, but his helmet split open. The principal even, like, after a while, the principal
Fuck.
asked him if he could take the helmet on stage
And
to
show.
Yeah, the helmet was just dangling, like,
Won't you rather have your helmet split open than your skull?
yeah, and like those accidents can happen by stupid people. Do you want to be that number? Do you want to be
Yeah.
that factor? Do you want to be that, just that data of idiots who get hit by cars, cyclists, another person even? I mean, what's it called? The Island Bay
Cycleway?
Cycleway's terrible design. Such a terrible design, because it's even more dangerous to have cyclists in between pedestrian and a parked car.
Than being next to moving cars.
Yeah. Because you have kids coming out on one end, and they're used to opening up a door, like, without any regard. I mean, they're kids. They're dumbasses. Like,
Is there barriers between the parked cars and the
No.
cycleway?
no,
None.
no.
Okay.
And like, you open the door and the cycle comes, don't smash onto the door. Another case was people were just trying to walk in between the car, right? And they didn't see a cyclist coming. Walked, and the cyclist hit them, and it's like, well, this all could have been avoided if, like, and it was
yeah.
too quick. Like, imagine if she just took her head out, like, like, yeah, if she did that, then I reckon everything would have been fine. But you're gonna have idiots, and to prevent.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, idiots are something that people don't factor into when they start to design stuff. How idiot-proof is this plan?
Yeah, and I get that, like, if you make everything idiot-proof, then nothing will really happen. Like,
You,
But
yeah.
you got to think of the children.
Think, why would somebody think of the children?
But yeah, like, you're gonna have idiots like that, and the
Yeah.
same thing goes for helmets.
Man, I don't know. I really don't know anything. I don't know much about the Island Bay Cycleway till I even comment on it. Like, I know that before that happened, the lanes in Island Bay used to be like huge,
It used to be real
and
wide, yeah.
people would sometimes go 60 and stuff, and like and it's especially around like 3-4 o'clock time. Island Bay, like the actual town, but it's like real busy and stuff, and there's kids around, and like shit can happen. I'm not sure if things did happen or not, like accidents or like near misses or something.
Yeah, that's true. But it's like, but we all know that the dedicated cycleway, like when it goes sidewalk, park cars, and then cycleways, and then road, that was fine. That's a fine.
Did they have that before?
No, they didn't.
Oh, that would be a good thing. Yeah, why did they put the car parks on the...
In between.
Yeah.
See, like, that makes no sense when the original design of, like, as in everywhere else in the world, sidewalk, car, cycleway, and then road is a perfectly fine design.
The only thing that would like stuff that up is that people would have to drive over the cycleway to park their car.
Yeah, but you'll always look behind. Like, drivers are
Always
drivers
trained or
drivers
already
are
trained.
trained. Yeah,
Yeah, to check.
and you're trained to check outside before you open the door on the driver's
No,
side.
not for parking sometimes, no.
What do you mean?
Like, people will check behind their blind spots if
Yeah.
they want to change lanes and stuff.
Yeah.
But for parking, they know that there's not going to be anything moving there, so they might not be trained to look when they're making a park.
Really?
Do you
I always look.
Do you always check a blind spot when you're
Getting
going to a park?
No, I check a blind spot when I'm going
when you indicate to park on the left-hand side of the road, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you look back?
Yeah, I look back.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't. Well, I hardly do because there would be nothing moving there anyway.
Well, no. So
I'll check my back mirror though.
I'll check my back. Yeah, and your back mirror will check for cyclists coming.
You have to check the side mirror here for cyclists coming, and your blind spot. Do you do that every time you park? Yeah, I check the back mirror, but a cyclist could be like right here, and that's when you're moving anyway.
That's when you're moving in. Yeah,
so
that's true.
It's safer in that scenario.
Yeah.
It's safer to have the parked cars on nearer the moving cars.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
But again, like it makes the road way narrow, and also bad for pedestrians.
Bad for pedestrians, yeah. But I guess they wanted Island Bay to be more cycle friendly. But I was walking on it. I think it was with you, or it was with my partner. We were walking, and kids were just using the sidewalk for bikes, and I was just like, dude, go there.
There's a lane.
There's a lane. Use it.
What do you think about kids riding the cycles on the footpath?
I think it's fine if there's no cycleway.
Yeah.
Then it's fine because like
safer. It's kids for safer, right?
It's safer. They're not trained about the road as much. I mean, they're trained about crossing the road, when to cross.
Which is why everyone should also wear helmets, because we're still training kids to be safe.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it is about? Like, we want our kids to like be safe and then grow up and then learn about and not be exposed to all these dangers. And if you're in a bad cycle accident, you can't learn from it because you're fucking dead. You know? Or like you have paralyzed, or you have brain damage or something. Like you can't learn from that again.
And then like, let's say like, you just lose a leg. Okay, in hindsight 2020. No, wait, no, sorry, my argument's terrible with that one. No. Just
continue.
No. But like, you end up in brain damage, or you might end up in a situation, if you have brain damage, you won't even comprehend that you were in an accident. Now, how sucky would that be? You got into an accident, you've got brain damage, and you don't know why, you don't know what's going on. And you don't even realize, you could probably forget who your previous self was.
You could probably not have a concept of self.
Yeah.
You could just be like floating in the void of like just fucking absurdity.
Emptiness.
Chaos.
Wear a helmet! Fucking keep the helmets, man.
Don't make me talk about this again.
Shit, son.
Who's doing it? Is it the local council or the government?
What do you mean?
Like, who's like, is the whole cycle thing is just going to be a bylaw, like just for Wellington? Is it only local based or is it national?
I think it's national. Oh no, Wellington. Oh no, wait, hold on.
Helmet law.
No, that protest ride is
protest
in
ride
Wellington.
was in Wellington. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this looks like it's going to be for New Zealand change the law.
Yeah, for New Zealand.
I wonder if this takes off, gains speed, you know? Who in Parliament would be like taking
I don't know, the people who are in charge of road safety, yada yada yada.
Yeah, maybe it'd be a public bill or whatever it's called, like that.
I hope it's not a public bill, because you see stupid cyclists on the road and they're gonna be like, oh hey, let's not wear helmets anymore.
Fuck's sake, mate.
No, I hope it's not a public bill, because it'll be mainly the cyclists that vote and not everybody else.
Do you think cyclists are like a version of like, don't get me wrong, but like vegans? Or like those...
No, because
But do you know what I mean though, right? Like that sort of like really, that sort of culture where it's like, you know, we are better than you?
No. I don't think so. I think they do it, like, honestly, it is, in traffic jams and stuff, like, being on a cycle will be so much
way
easier.
better.
Yeah. But I mean, there will be some cases where the people are like that, but they don't go out there and be like vegans who, okay, all right, not all vegans, but there are some vegans who are like, oh, I'm a vegan. Like every 2 minutes, I'm a vegan. I'm a vegan. I'm a
Yeah.
vegan.
There's a
Cyclists won't do that.
there's a joke where it's like, how do you tell if someone in the room is a vegan?
How?
Don't worry, they'll fucking tell you.
Whereas a cyclist won't.
Where? Okay, fine.
A cyclist won't. And they don't think they're better. They just want to get home or to work. Yada yada.
Cool. I like that. I like the idea. Cyclists just want to get home, mate. And
Or
home
they,
safe.
home safe, or they just want to exercise. You know, go biking with their friends like they did in
Yeah.
the '60s. You know, but be safe.
I really liked the vests where it had like mum written or brother or sister written. Remember, do people like cyclists used to ride and you have to have the visual gear on so people can see you on the road, especially at night and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That I don't know what's called, reflective gear. Yeah, and on the backs of it, it used to say, or like you could get a special one which says mum, meaning that like, look, I'm a mum as well, not just a cyclist. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a mother. There's other ones like brother, I'm a son, I'm a daughter, I'm a brother, etc., etc.,
That's not a
etc.
bad idea.
That was, I like that.
That's a really cool idea.
I like that a
Because
lot.
then you just relate to them and you're just like, alright, sweet.
So yeah, because isn't the rule like for cars is to give cyclists as much space as possible?
It is, but then it is dangerous for drivers as well.
Exactly, as much space as possible.
As possible, but then like in some cases you can't. Like in a traffic jam, like
You can't do anything.
you can't do anything, and you just want to pass them because you know it'll just be easier for you. But yeah,
There's a conspiracy theory though, maybe.
well, what's that conspiracy theory?
Well, it's like maybe the government or the local council have brought this no helmet thing up because their argument is like, you know, if we take away the helmet thing, then maybe more people will ride bicycles on the street and use the cycle lanes, and that will justify how much we're spending on the cycle lanes. Because right now, it hasn't improved the it hasn't
Number.
increased. Actually, it's decreased the number I heard on the radio. I think so. So more people in Wellington are not using the cycle lane, so it's been an utter failure. So this might be a way if we remove the ugliness or the, I don't know, I guess the ugliness of the helmet.
Yeah, but yeah,
Is that only what it is?
I think that's it. Like uncomfortable and ugliness of it.
Okay, yeah. So the uncomfortable and the ugliness of the helmet,
Just get a
then
better
that
helmet.
will justify the council that they did a good thing by spending the money that they did on the cycleways, including the one in Island Bay.
Yeah, but there are like number of reasons, number of other factors that could actually play into this, which is our transport in Wellington is not that bad. It's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, our public service,
Public
like,
transport
our
is-
buses are fucking like the best in the fucking country. Props.
Prob.
I don't know. I mean, anywhere, everywhere in the country though, but apparently we're pretty good.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Like it's actually really good, and that's why you don't need to cycle. Maybe in the smaller towns, like it's better to cycle because you don't have to drive far. You don't have to go far. You just cycle.
Yeah, and some if it's in town, something is flat, you can just like
Yeah,
you know
and
cycle.
Wellington, it's a very hilly place. Like,
Yeah.
why would you like?
Lots of people do still cycle though in Wellington.
Yeah, but it's like exercise purpose, you know. And, you
It's
know,
still good. There's some
It's
cardio in
good.
the morning, gets the blood pumping in the right places.
it's good for them, you know. Yeah, and
Yeah.
like honestly, props to them for cycling. But yeah, when you're in a traffic jam, they're not the kindest people. But
Well, no one is really.
no one
Come
is.
on,
Yeah, okay,
come on.
okay,
Not
okay.
just cyclists.
Okay, not just cyclists. Okay,
Be
everybody's.
Everyone's a dick.
Everyone's a dick. They just want to get home, or they just want to
Except
get to
me.
Except us. But yeah, yeah, nah. There's a lot more factors.
There's a
that go
lot more
into
factors,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I
as
guess,
to why.
well, I don't cycle. Do you cycle, Anish?
No, I don't cycle.
So we are looking at it only from one perspective, from a
Yeah.
non-cyclist. So I guess the only real way is to have some cyclists to talk to or to comment on this video.
comment, like, subscribe. No, comment, DM Divesh or
What do you call me?
DM Divesh.
Oh, okay.
Direct message, not dick message. I actually thought it was dick message at one point. DM.
How old were you? 12?
No, this is like a few years ago.
Dick message someone.
Because everybody kept saying DM, even though it's PM, personal
Yeah.
message.
What about DP? Dick pic. or display profile or something. Display picture.
I think dick pic came from display picture though.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
But
Yeah.
some people might think that DP
Is
might have
dick
meant
pic.
dick pic
Mm-mm.
or double penetration.
Oh my god! Can you stop?
Okay.
Well, no. Okay.
We'll just stop that there.
We'll just stop that there, and we'll talk about other things like
Oh, yeah. What else going on, Anish, in the world?
Sugar tax.
Tax. Yo, those taxes. I listen to News Talk ZB and shit in the mornings when I drive to work. So it's like half an hour ride to Upper Hutt in the morning. So some people listen to music and stuff, but in the mornings, like we have Heather Duplessis Allen on. Do you know who that is? Doesn't matter. But she's. I guess I like to listen to her sort of like play with the different sort of ideas in her head, and she has like different people call in and stuff, and like she asks questions and people ask her questions, and they just talk about the idea. They just discuss it. Sometimes I don't agree with what she's saying, but I just like how she talks about it. One of the things that was talking about was about like wealth tax and stuff. So wealth tax versus capital gains tax. But this other tax that I saw that was a sugar tax. I'm not sure if they did it in New Zealand or not.
They did it in Australia, right?
They did the GST of fruit vegetables.
Vegetables, yeah. No,
Yeah, so that's another food tax. So there's like food taxes. Should there be food tax? I mean, or should we take away tax from food? That's another argument. Because, I mean, for example, sugar tax. So that means like taxing foods in the supermarket mainly, which are high in sugar. And sugar, we know, is
leading cause of fat, obesity.
Leading cause is one of the causes.
One of the causes, the main causes, the main driver.
Is it?
I reckon it is, because that's when obesity started becoming a huge thing. When processed sugar became a huge thing, and that's when obesity rates started rising.
So either like sugar tax is something that I think we tried somewhere in the US or something. I really don't know though. Maybe something we should research, or someone can tell us what's going on. But yeah, people are saying that, some people have tried it and slapped a tax on processed sugar foods and stuff, and the goal of that is to de-incentivize people from buying foods which are
Unhealthy
fucking
food.
packed with sugar and shit, and buying more healthier stuff. So rather than buying orange juice, which is like, or Coke or something, right, which is like just full of sugar, it's like buy like, or just drink water, just fucking drink water. I mean, if you can only consume a certain amount of liquid in a day, and some of them is Coke, or half of it is Coke or something, or half of it like orange juice and Coke or something, if you take that away, then and you still drink the same amount of liquid, you'll probably drink more water.
Yeah, you'll drink more water. You'll be a lot healthier as well, and you'll feel better.
In the long term, definitely. In the short term,
well.
probably get that like sugar craving.
Yeah, you'll get sugar cravings and stuff like that, but just give it time. Withdrawal symptoms.
Sugar withdrawals. Shit, man. I wonder.
I've had that. I think I've
What?
had that.
Really?
Yeah. Because only started last year. I started drinking water on a daily basis. It was always like Coke or Lift. Lift is like still my favorite. Or Raro. Raro. Oh.
Raro was the shit in primary school.
Raro was
One time we snorted Raro.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I mean, like.
Who snorts Raro, man?
I mean, it was like, trying to be cool and shit.
Oh god. But yeah, when I started just jamming that water, I had because I think I would tire out a lot, and I'd get a lot moody and shit. But like after a while, it just goes away, and I have a glass of water for breakfast.
Yeah, cool.
Every morning, like after breakfast, I have a glass of water. I have a glass of water when I go to sleep. I have like a water bottle next to my nightstand while I'm sleeping. Like wake up in the middle of the night because Wellington's been hot recently.
Has been so bloody hot, man.
So hot.
Humid as hell. My windows are open like all night because like I just can't fall asleep. It's like so bloody hot.
It's
like,
so hot. I don't
expect that shit.
Yeah,
you
still
know?
sleep on the bed, not in the bed anymore. I mean, it is cooling down.
Yeah,
it's still
and
pretty.
winter's like around the corner.
Yeah, still pretty hot. But
even today, like been pretty hot.
Exactly. I mean, I know I'm wearing a hoodie, but
It's his home clothes.
So yeah, it's my home clothes because
So
this is my room.
Give him a pass, mate.
Anyways, sugar taxing.
I was thinking about water, yo. Water's such a weird thing, eh? Like,
Why?
cause it's like, it's just like, it's H2O. It's just like two hydrogens and like it's oxygen and somehow like it's the one substance that humans need to survive. Like we can go out with food for like 3 weeks, but we can't go 3 days without having a bit of water. Like water is what transports. I don't know why. Why do we need water in our system? Is it because of the oxygen? Because we need the oxygen.
No, the oxygen is lungs. Oxygen. When we're breathing, the
Oh yeah.
our oxygen intake is from breathing. I think I don't know. Why do we need water? Actually, we're gonna search this up right now.
Fuck, like this that like, and also like it's clear, like, you know.
Well,
and it
only...
doesn't smell. It has no scent.
Okay, yeah,
It's invisible when you like when it becomes vapor, like it's just real. It's weird, man. It's called the universal solvent or the universal solution or something, cause like it pretty much dissolves nearly everything.
Okay, so one of the things is just like a PC, how you have a water coolant system. That's what water does for our body. It cools us down. I mean, we sweat a lot as well. I mean, the heat.
So water cools us down.
Yeah. There's that. What else is there? God damn it. Health benefits.
Don't go to the clickbait, mate.
Go to the clickbait. Hey.
Hey. Fucking Comic Sans.
Hey. Yeah.
Not really though.
No, it's not.
First word I laid my eyes on was defecation.
Where did you read that?
Don't worry.
Okay. Protect your tissues, spinal cord, joints. I don't know.
I mean,
everything moist.
It says things like, oh, it's important to rehydrate by drinking fluids. He's like, yeah, but like, why?
Probably to keep everything lubricant. Yeah. Acts like a lubricant and a cushion for your joints.
So we drink it. It goes to the stomach and then goes to the kidneys and liver. Flushes out your systems. Intestine.
Flushes out your systems. I think it goes to your... Because doesn't your liver help... no, I'm talking out my ass, but this is what I thought.
About your ass or out of your ass? Are you talking realistic?
I'm talking out of my ass. Like, no,
figuratively. Okay, I thought you talking literally.
Where the liver sorts out where everything goes.
The water?
Yeah, like liver sorts out the protein and that's what I thought. That's why I've always...
Kidneys about urine, eh?
Yeah.
We have two of them.
Yeah. You can't survive off one.
I didn't do biology.
Yeah, neither.
But we should know about these things.
We should, eh?
Yeah,
We've just been told, just drink water. I think it might be a boring subject. But
it's fucking interesting now, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's because we're older. And, like, when we were kids, like, fuck, what? We had sugary drinks when we were kids.
True, we didn't have this shit. We were all about that Coke life. You remember those ads on TV and stuff, you know?
They're still there.
They're still there. You know, about the, like, was it have a moment or have a share your Coke or something?
Yeah,
share your Coke with Anish. Remember those things?
Those things, yeah.
Those were like the best things ever. Imagine being in school. Oh, yo, but they got my name right. They spelled my name.
Yeah.
Because we have like foreign names. It was so cool to like, oh, lucky you got one because your name is Steve. You know?
Lucky.
And here am I, like, all I can do is like Dave or something. Closest you can get is Dave. What was your closest like
white name.
Yeah.
Oh, English name. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Like the closest to your name. So mine could be Dave because my name is Divesh. You know, the D and the V is there.
Dude, my name is Anish. Like Anish Dutt.
No, I'm not gonna mention it. So you might as well not either.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mention it. You sick boss. Now, I don't have a close enough white name. Like the whitest nickname I had was facials.
Facials. Oh yeah.
So I made facials when I ran, played bull rush. I used to
Yeah.
step people and make facials while doing it. Didn't even know what it meant at the time as well.
Yeah, because they have a few different meanings. The word facial.
Yeah, you know, like skincare.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
PG-13. Jeez, what were you guys thinking? Ooh.
Jesus. So yeah, sugar tax. No. Back to water. Back to water.
Back to water. Yeah. Okay. What about it? Okay. No, it's clear to the human eye.
Ah.
Okay, because if we had different sets of eyes, I reckon we could. We might not have. We might not be able to see light through it.
But all animals need water.
Yeah, because they all have the same functions as
Wait.
we do.
Is that a requirement for life? Do you need water?
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
You need the sun's energy. I know that. Well, no. Like, do you remember biology, like level 1, like Mrs. Gren?
No.
You need movement, respiration, something,
What's respiration?
growth, something, nutrition.
Respiration, the action of breathing. Wait, no, wait. Do you? Cause.
Nutrition is water coming in. Does water come under nutrition?
Maybe.
E is excretion.
Okay. Yeah.
Because Mrs. Green was the way that we knew as to what life is and what not life
Oh,
is. Remember, like
Mrs.
a
Green.
virus is not life.
Mrs. Green.
There's
I
Mrs.
thought that was a teacher.
There's Mrs. Green. Then there's Roy G. Biv for the rainbows.
Yeah.
There's the planets one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, what's the planets one? Mercury.
Like my something 9 pizzas, something like that.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what it is, but that other.
Alright. So movement.
Yeah.
Respiration.
Yeah.
Sensitivity.
Oh,
growth.
sensitivity, reproduction,
Excretion, and nutrition.
See, where's water in that?
Nutrition.
Nutrition. Is water under nutrition, or is it just food and water, or just anything you take in?
Yeah. Would be nutrition.
So does it have to be water as well? Because it doesn't say that. Does nutrition just mean taking food in,
No, but
or taking something in?
it's taking something in. I'm pretty sure that's what it means.
Because even plants take in water. That's why we water them. Duh.
But
Fuck.
that's a living organism, isn't it?
Okay, fine. So should we just fucking agree that all living things need water? Do mushrooms need water? From the ground, they probably get like the soil, the groundwater.
Hmm. But
So
no,
very
wait.
much-
Is fungi living organism? Yeah.
Well, does it move?
No, it doesn't move. But neither do plants.
Yeah,
no,
plants
do
move.
move. Plants move.
Plants move.
Yeah.
Fucking-
Shut up.
Have you not seen that movie where the plants move? I actually don't know that.
Alright, this shit. Taking in nutrients.
Have you not seen Plants vs Zombies? The game.
Oh my god, no, that doesn't count. I was thinking about pumpkin plants, the plants that actually grow
Pumpkins.
pumpkins. Yeah, they have flowers.
Oh, okay.
They have flowers that open up early in the morning and then they close down during the day.
yeah.
So yeah, they move.
Yeah, and then those like vines which will like slowly sway around and around until they latch onto something, and then they'll grow their vines along that thingy.
Yeah.
But they'll keep moving around. There's like a on Netflix, because I watch lots of documentaries about like nature and stuff like that, and there's one on plants or plant stuff, and it showed just how it showed like a quick time lapse of how the vine ones will like go around and around, like move its stems and shit until it latches onto something, and then it will start to climb on that. So they do move.
They do move. Yeah.
That's so smart.
And they do have what's called the sensitivity
to
because
light, because they grow towards the light,
Towards
the
the
sun.
and they latch on to something.
Yeah,
You know, they feel for something and
They
they're
feel
like, yeah,
for it.
let's do it.
pretty much.
Yeah, so we agree that plants are living organisms.
What about mushrooms?
Mushrooms.
Should we find it out?
Yeah, let's actually find it out.
Mushrooms or fungi?
Fungi.
There are like 4 ways to say the word.
Living.
Fungi, fungi, fungi. No one says fungi.
No
but
one
some people
says
say
fungi.
fungi. Some people say fungi. I've heard
Oh,
that.
they are
What?
living organisms.
Yeah, because there's 5 kingdoms of living things. Animals,
Yep.
plants, fungi, and 2 others.
Okay. Would bacteria be one?
Maybe bacteria.
Okay. Wait, what was it called? 5.
Kingdoms. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. The first thing pops up is 5 kingdoms, and the second one is 5 Nights at Freddy's.
Okay. So.
What the
that?
hell?
Okay. So, can you say that? Because I can't say that.
Okay. Don't kill me, biology majors. Prokaryote. 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 Prokaryotae.
A.
A.
Non-membrane.
Examples bacteria. So pretty
Yeah,
much.
bacteria.
So the bigger name for bacteria. And then Protoctista. Protoctista sounds like prostate. Protoctista. Batista? Tista. Protoctista.
Yeah, Protoctista.
Protoctista. Mainly what?
Algae.
Oh, so this is like the other one. Look. This is usually the kingdom where organisms which aren't animals, plants, or fungi go.
Oh, so everything else.
So algae,
the other
category.
Other cat.
So like male, female, transgender, other.
And then you've got fungi, plants, and
Don't kill me, guys.
animals. So the others.
Plant and animals.
Yeah,
Shit.
plants and animals.
So yeah, there's 5. But do all of them need water? That's the one thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Even bacteria?
No. Yes. No. Maybe.
Maybe. Fuck. Yo, any biology majors out there? Can you like?
Please just comment
yeah,
and
just-
like teach us.
Cause like there's one thing to go on the internet and just like look the stuff up, but there's another thing to have a conversation with someone and find the stuff out from another person.
Yeah.
And that's another important thing is that we aren't talking to someone on the internet when we are looking stuff up. We're just talking to a machine.
Yeah, and we're looking it up on the fly, so we can't actually, delve deeper. I mean, we can do it after the podcast.
Yeah, but what's the fun in that?
Yeah, what's the fun in that? So we'd rather be talking to someone, and it'd be awesome if you just comment or just message us in private if you don't want other people to, read it. We're just happy to learn. That's all.
I like conversations, y'all.
Why is that?
Even when something can be easily Googled and stuff, like who was the president, like, or can you name the last so many presidents? We could easily just look that up, or we could just like think on our own and try and figure it out, and then check our answers. Like we can start talking about it. We can like the whole water scenario we just did, right?
Yeah.
It's like we don't know if all life need water, but even though we like did look some
we
stuff
googled
up,
it and it says
Yeah, I
it
guess
does.
so.
So everything.
but even bacteria.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Like,
I was
I
thinking of something
don't know.
Yeah, no, even bacteria. Because so as a comp sci major, like if this is true, then if one thing has to be true, then it has to be true in all cases.
Okay.
Right. So, yep, that's what I interpret.
I see. So if one kingdom needs water,
All the kingdoms need water. All the kingdoms need water. Because if a living organism is one of the 5 kingdoms and a living organism needs water, then but we didn't actually figure out if water was needed in nutrients, because in nutrition water could be one of them.
is water a nutrient? That's a question. Yo, Chanel.
Okay.
Is water a nutrient?
nutrient.
Okay, sweet. Bye.
See ya.
I want specifics.
It's alright. We're just questioning shit.
That was our only source of air. Now we're gonna die.
But lucky we have water,
We have water.
and we are living organisms,
Right.
so we'll survive for 3 days at least.
And then air is we can't survive without
Oh,
air
yeah,
ever.
so
Just if you go to
Oxygen,
oxygen, yeah, and
air.
yeah, oxygen. What?
Back in the dinosaur days.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Sorry. Before we continue with
Yeah,
that,
yeah, go.
the reason why conversations, that's why the reason why we can Google everything is because we are in the information era. We're
Correct.
getting so much information
Yeah,
that we
bro.
don't actually need to converse with anyone to get our information. But it's so
Information
much
age.
better to just converse with someone because you can ask the questions that you want. Like you can't put it down on Google, like what you want to specifically ask. I mean, you can do it in forums, and then it'll take a while for people to get back to you. Sometimes, most of the time, they don't get back to you. But yeah, it's better to converse. Anyways, air, space,
Oxygen.
oxygen. Yeah.
Back in the days, like in the dinosaur days,
Oh,
the
yeah.
oxygen content in the air,
Hmm.
because air is just the medium that is underneath the atmosphere, or is air part of the atmosphere?
I thought air was part of the atmosphere.
Probably it is, because it's all the way down to sea level, and that's where we cut the air medium off and goes into like
Water.
sea, and that's the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
medium. So yeah, air is like the lowest part of the atmosphere. So that oxygen content in that was like way more. So at the moment it's about like 21% of the air is oxygen, and most of it is nitrogen, and then the rest is other.
Yeah.
But back in the days, apparently in the dinosaur ages, the oxygen content was way more, was richer, so maybe close to 30% or something, and that's why everything grew a lot more. Like the dinosaurs grew
Oh.
heaps, and there was bugs were like the dragonflies used to be like a
Giant,
meter long or some
yeah.
shit,
Because of the oxygen content.
because the oxygen content, I don't know how the actual like chemistry works,
Yeah.
but they were able to grow to much larger sizes because of a high oxygen content. So there was a thing that I read recently, is like if we could artificially, have like an oxygen rich content, like over like a dome or something, would that just grow the animals huge as? Especially if we do it on like bugs which have like a really quick lifespan, and we could just see like the
Oh, quick lifespan. So
Yeah.
then we could actually see it through generations
yeah,
as well.
yeah, see the general change of like
Ooh.
how big it gets and stuff.
It'd be an unethical.
Unethical.
Yeah, it'd be an unethical experiment. No, it won't actually. No,
Well-
because you're giving them more oxygen, and you're giving them space to live and food, and that's not really unethical.
And then if we train them, they can be like drones.
Bro.
Or
The problem is like if you want to actually use them for drones or yada yada yada.
use bugs for drones, or no, that's a bad idea.
No, it is a bad idea, but regardless,
Sorry.
like if we do decide to do that, then they're like, what do? Do you keep their offspring inside the dome while you use the adults as drones until they die?
Nah, that's not ethical.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
Plus,
it's not.
yeah,
ethical,
I don't think.
And then
that-
if we
yeah.
keep all the bugs out, then they will revert back to a small size because of evolution, and they're not getting as much
Yeah.
oxygen anymore, and a lot more factors go into it that we don't really. Yeah.
I guess if you had to use insects or insect stuff for drones, you would just make it using nanotechnology. Just make drones,
Yeah, just make it like Black Mirror.
bug-sized drones. Is there an episode with bug-sized drones?
No,
Black Mirror?
not bugs, drones. Mechanical bees.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, it's cool.
Because imagine like we wouldn't need to like nuke something. We'd just send out like 3 drones to like 3 like bug-sized drones, and like would fly like over oceans and shit.
Yeah.
If we got to that stage, and then just kill the targets that we want, that people want to kill. Why
Have you seen Black Mirror?
I haven't seen that episode yet, so don't ruin it for me. But is that the plot pretty much?
Oh shit! Yeah, it is. I won't tell you how
I
it goes.
am the Black Mirror.
You are the Black Mirror.
But
Whoa. Whoa.
Just drink water, G, and you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
just drink water.
Stay hydrated. Alright. Well, that's the lesson for today. Drink water.
Drink water.
We didn't get much about the fucking sugar tax and shit, but that's alright.
Yeah.
So yeah, fucking wear helmets, drink water.
Go to Adrenaline Forest.
Go Adrenaline Forest. R.I.P. Stephen Hawking.
Peace out, man. And happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, Anish. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Fucking. Should we just awkwardly stare at the camera for like a few seconds? And
Yeah,
do
a few
little
seconds.
dance?
Yeah. I mean, you could always just edit this part out. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, you could just.
We just leave it out.
We could just leave it in. If you get this far, just comment down below that you did.
Or I could just pause it, like, or like just stop it randomly, and like no one will know what's happening. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. So we're just like.